I can't tell you how long I sat here trying to think of even how to start this video off, which is relatively concerning because I used to do these videos every day all of the time and talk ad nauseum about things I knew very little about, but I felt very strongly for. Oh, please enjoy the sounds of Los Angeles when it keeps shutting down because no one's wearing a mask. Why are we always whistling? So I've been journaling. I don't know if in your imagination what you thought the cover of my journal would look like looks like this. But I'm disappointed if you didn't get it because, hello, hi. You know I love a floral vintage old woman, like baby grandma aesthetic. I don't know if you could tell that from the dramatic and romantic backlighting or the silken robe that I'm wearing. Today I was writing and I was just kind of writing out things that I want to talk about in videos and maybe updates, things that I haven't told you recently. I didn't do that thing where I ask you guys on social media to ask me a bunch of questions and then I respond to them here. That would have been like the smart influencer engagement thing to do. I'm just gonna talk. So a lot of you know this, but I don't know that all of you know this because, you know, we took a few years off. I'm a singer-songwriter and I started teaching myself guitar and writing music when I was 19. I started a YouTube channel within a few months of that and pretty quickly started writing original songs, started doing covers. Because of that, I've had really incredible experiences and I've gone on tour with people that I covered. I've been on really cool shows and done really cool things, and it has been an experience. A few years ago, got sexually assaulted. The person that assaulted me, that basically culminated in him telling me that I should put my feelings into art, to put it into my music. Stopped writing music. Stopped writing music and had to pivot to other things that were interesting me, which included things like podcasts, and that's when I was doing daily videos. Music for me was, it was a place of expression. It was a place of comfort in a lot of ways, and that dramatically changed. And so that process of getting back to that process of getting back to where I was, which is never gonna be where I was because I'm not even that person, has also included a lot of reflecting on my time with music. The ways that I find myself in the space of the music industry, I've always kind of had to work in my own way in the ways that I can. It's been frustrating when I am in spaces or I'm a part of other projects and I'm not really asked to be a part of like the visual of it.
Yeah, we own it. Ain't making money, but I want it. You having any fun?
It's hard for me to completely divorce from my head that there is a reason why I'm not asked to be the girl in the video. On the other side of that, as an artist, it's like I don't want to be a part of anything that's not the vision. In order for me to be seen, I'm gonna have to make my own stuff, which, you know, is nothing groundbreaking or like overly, I'm not sitting here beside myself, that's just how it is. I have a lot of thoughts about music, but I'm just so appreciative of it. To create and distill something down in a way that maybe someone didn't know how to say or share. Abra-fucking-cadabra. This year I did something that I'm really proud of. I released 40 songs on Spotify and iTunes, and a ton of other places, Google Play and all of that. It's on TikTok, I don't know. But what I did know is that we were in a quarantine, we were in a pandemic, and if anything happened to me, I wanted to know that I didn't have a bunch of hard drives full of music that I never released that could have a life beyond me and that at one point were important enough to me to make. Putting out all of that music in the way that I did is really the beginning of something new and the end of something that was. There's a grief in it, but there's also a relief in it. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but I am a songwriter, so I feel really good that I don't have anything that I'm holding on to. Actually, that's a lie. I do have some songs that I'm holding on to. I do have some projects. You know, listen, we didn't get all of them out.
Don't waste my time. You know that I want you to stay.
I made these things and I wanted to share them with you, and I hope that they mean something in the way that they've meant something for me. I also started a TikTok, and I think I'm gonna start doing nightly harmonies, whether that's covers or songs of mine, just creating little lullabies for your timeline, and you can go check that out. There's a boy on the coast that I'm sorry to say I tore him right from the ground, and I brought him some trouble like he'd never seen. And I don't believe you're meant for me any more than the shore belongs to the sea. Say hi to your grandmas for me. I don't have any places to go. I don't have any people to touch, but I like your faces very much, and I will see you when I see you. I'm just happy to be here and be this goddamn cute.
Meghan, Tonjes, I can't believe that I did that. I can't believe that I let outside people influence me. It's a big regret of mine, and yeah, I feel bad about that to this day. I love you, and that will never happen again. You deserve to be seen.